Hello children, we are back with our chapter, the chapter 4, Earth in the in the earliest cities, and the topic is life in the city. Take the page number 35. Take this is the page number 35, life in the city. So we are continuing our chapter. Did you read the chapter? Okay, now in this chapter, we already started learning about some of the Harappan cities. That is in the part of Harappan civilization. We are going through with the Harappa, Mohenjo-daro, Kalibangan, Lothal. Did you remember? So we are continuing now. What is the life? How the people were lived in the city. Okay, in the city, the people, local people were lived in the lower town. Okay, the local people, they were lived in the lower town, and the rulers, they were lived in the citadel. The high people, officials, they were lived in citadel. The local peoples, they were lived in the lower town. Okay, and these rulers, they are sending the people to distant lands to get some metal and precious stones, and also for other things. The rulers, they are sending the local peoples to distant land, to different distant land. For why they are sending? For getting metals, precious stones, and also for getting other things. Okay, so we already studied that in the citadel, rulers, very high peoples are living, and the local peoples are living in the lower town. Okay, so what the rulers are doing? The rulers are sending these people to different area, for distant lands, for getting metal, maybe sometimes for precious stones and for other things. Okay, this is the life. In this way they are going, and sometimes people they know, some people, only some people in the rulers, some people, they know how to write. Some people know how to write, and these people were known as scribes. Those people who know how to write, that people were known as scribes. Okay, and these were the letters. This is not, the letters are not ours. We are using what are the letters? That's not alphabetical letters they used. The letters are like this kind of. These are the letters. These are the letters used by the Harappan people. And those people who know this, they were known as scribes. They were known as scribes. Understood? Then next, it is also shown in our textbook also. This one is the letters. Okay, this one is the letter, but this letter they used for making, identifying the things, and for saying their words or something, for they want to give any information to the people. These are the letters they are using. Clear? Now the next one is what type of craft they done. In the lives itself, in the city itself, people are doing lots of works. Okay, as part of that, one important one is craft. The craft meaning, the craft persons are making different types of craft. Okay, the craft persons are making different kinds of craft they used. Okay, what are the things they were made? What type of craft they used? Certain things for making craft. Stone, shell, and metals. These were the important things they used for making craft. What are the things? They made craft. What are the things they used? Stone. They used stone. Then they used shells. Shells of the jugs. Then metal. What type of metal they used? That is copper, bronze, gold, and silver. These were the metals also used. Okay, things they used, shell is the stone and metal. What type of metal? Copper, bronze, gold, and silver. These were the important metals they used. Now, the copper and bronze, they were used for making weapon, tools, and vessels. Okay, the copper and the bronze. Why they use these metals? They used for making tools, and also sometimes they used for weapons, then vessels. Then gold and silver they used for making ornaments and vessels. Gold ornaments is there, silver ornaments and vessels were also there. Then copper, bronze they used for tools and even sometimes for weapons and vessels. Clear? So these were the certain type of craft people were also lived, and they used stone, shell and metals. Then some craft persons were made different types of toys. An important toy is known as that is terracotta. This is known as terracotta toys. Okay, this is an important toy or craft material they made, and this is also another important toy. These were another important toy. So all these works are done by the craft persons. Okay. Now next one is seals and weight. Okay, what do you mean by seal and weight? Seal, we know that. What do you mean by like stamping? Sometimes when we are getting the inline letter or any letter that came from any official, so we can see some stamp is there. Even our printed textbook also our school stamp is there. In our diary, school stamp is there. So now we are using stamp, but that time they used a seal. So this is one of an important seal. This is the seal they used. Their letter is inscribed here, and also their this picture is also carries their meaning. We don't know. Now also the archaeologists are not able to identify the correct form of the correct meaning of the letter. So these pictures and letters they used for identifying things. So this is the seal being used by the Harappan people. And this is the weight. This is the weight. They used stone weight. They used stone weight. Understood? Harappan peoples, they used stone weights, and also they used seals for stamping the goods packet. If any like wheat, metal they are buying from outside country, then outside the place, then they have to stamp it or seal it with this seal. Clear? Now next we are moving on to some specialist work. That is, all these kind of sealing, then craft works, making weights, it's all are done by a group of people. That group of people only doing that work. So that people are known as specialists. That is, the specialists are those people who do that work only, who do the special works. For example, if they are making, they are only know about cutting the stone, then that a group is there, they are doing only cutting stones. And another group is there, they are polishing the stone. Then another group is there, shaping the stone. Okay. Then if a group is making only toys, then that group is only making toy. If a particular group is making only the ornaments, then that group is only making ornaments. So these were the some of an embroidered cloth. These are the embroidered cloth, and this is the embroidery cloth. Okay, this is also been found by the archaeologist. Embroidered cloth, and this embroidery work is also been done by a group of people. That people is known as the specialist people. And these were the ornaments they used. These are the special stone, and some of the stones, and that mean taking through the thread inside the hole. Then these works also been done by this specialist people. Clear? Now next, and this picture, this sculpture has been found from a particular place. It's known from Mohenjo-daro. From Mohenjo-daro we got a particular this embroidered cloth sculpture. Clear? Now we are moving to the next portion, that is raw materials. We know that the people are using stone, metals and all the things. Now how they are making this embroidered cloth, or how they are making this kind of ornaments? By using certain kind of materials. That materials we have a name that's known as raw materials, or we can say inputs. For example, if we know that we are having bread, how the bread is making? At first, from the farmers we have the wheat. So wheat is the raw material for bread. The same way here also raw materials are there. That is, these are either found naturally. Raw materials either found by naturally or produced by some of them by herders or by farmers. Okay, raw materials are either found naturally or produced by the herders or farmers. Herders or farmers. Sometimes these are available locally. Sometimes these raw materials are available locally, but sometimes it is being brought from distant places. Sometimes it has been brought from distant places. Clear? For example, if we need bread, then raw material for bread is, what is? The wheat. So wheat is the raw material for bread. Likewise, they have also some other kind of metals and some wheat, pulses, lots of things are there. Any production work is there, they need certain raw materials. So it is being naturally available, some are naturally available, some are being taken from distant places. Then, now how they are, from where they get these raw materials. Important raw materials they used. The first one is copper. Copper is being brought from Rajasthan, Oman and West Asia. Then tin. This tin is brought from Afghanistan and Iran. Then gold is being brought from Karnataka. Now also we know that Karnataka is the only state in India where the gold production is going on. Precious stones brought from Gujarat, Iran and Afghanistan. Precious stone is being brought from Gujarat, Iran and Afghanistan. So these were the important raw materials the Harappan people used. What is first one is copper, then tin, then gold and precious stones. Clear, children? These were the important raw materials they brought. Okay. Now take the page number 35. Life in the cities. Take this page. So here the fourth line you have to underline. These were probably the rulers. Take the fourth line and underline by the rulers. Then take the 11th line also underline. Scribes, people who know how to write. Underline the 11th line. Scribes, the people who know how to write. Underline that one. Then second paragraph, the second last line, second paragraph, second last line, terracotta toys also underline. Then turn the page, next page. Here second line onwards, most of the things they have been found. Put in bracket. From there to last line, gold and silver were used to make ornaments. Put them in bracket. Then next one, the Harappans used the seal. That seal is in rectangular. First sentence only. Then next last paragraph. From here to here, spindle wheels. Cotton was probably grown in. From there to spindle wheels. The next page, first two sentence mark. First two sentence. The next page, next paragraph, mark the and write their question. Who are known as specialists? Who were known as specialists. Then next last paragraph, put them bracket and underline also copper from Rajasthan, Oman, then from West Asia. The next one here, tin from Afghanistan, Iran, gold Karnataka, precious stones from Gujarat, Iran and Afghanistan. So mark this. Okay, so today we studied about what is the life of the people. Okay, rulers were lived in the citadel and lower people are living in the lower town, and the people know, those people who know how to read, write also, they known as the scribes. The next portion we gone for certain craft work. They know different types of craft and they used different types of materials, also copper, bronze, tin and all the things they brought. And after that they know how to make these things. That is, some works are being done by a group of people only. So that people are known as specialist people, and they are getting raw materials from, some are getting raw materials from locally, some are getting raw materials from the distant places. So copper, tin and all from. Okay, so read the chapter. Okay children, thank you.